Hey guys, and welcome back. I'm so excited about today's video because we're crafting for Christmas. Today I'm going to show you 3 easy Christmas DIYs that you can do using only things from the dollar store. Today's video is a collab with Fancy That With Candice, and her channel is amazing. You guys, she is an undiscovered talent. I'm going to put a link below. I'm obsessed with her channel. It's really, really good. I know you guys are gonna love it. And she is also making 3 Christmas DIY crafts with only things from the dollar store, so I'm excited to see her video too. So let's get started. The first DIY is this really cute Santa wreath that I made for my front door. It was way easier than I thought, and I can't wait to show you how. I started with a wreath form from the Dollar Tree. They have a ton of them at the Dollar Tree. And a Santa head, also from the Dollar Tree. It looks really like vintage. I love it. They also have snowman ones. You'll also need 2 rolls of the dollar store floral mesh ribbon. I also picked up 2 of these adorable little mitten ornaments from the Dollar Tree. Start by attaching your ribbon to the innermost ring. I just used a pipe cleaner. You can use wire or whatever you want. And then start pushing through loops, similar size loops, through each of the little spaces. I made 2 or 3 loops per little section. Honestly, I have no idea what I'm doing. I really don't. Anyone who's made these before is probably cringing. This was my first time and I winged it. But here's what I discovered. You really can't do it wrong. It's pretty impossible to mess up. So I just kept going feeding similar size loops through, and I ended up using 2 rolls. It looked like a hot mess on the back, but the front actually looked okay. You might want to watch someone else's tutorial to really figure out how to make one of these floral mesh wreaths, because again, I'm totally winging it. So I had this extra big thing of burlap, and I was looking at just sort of adding it to it too, but then I'm wondering, because this Santa Claus looks so old and rustic, I thought that the burlap would really look nice, but now I'm wondering if it's just gonna look like, why does Santa Claus have some dirty spots on him? I decided to just go for it, so I cut some strips of Dollar Tree ribbon and tucked them in where I thought they should go. Alright, I wish I could get your opinion. I wish this was live so I could say yay or nay to the burlap. So what I'm doing here, just in case you decide you're like yay to the burlap, I'm cutting a strip. I didn't even measure, but it's about this big. And then what I'm doing is folding it in half, just like this, and just tucking it in. And then afterwards, I'm going to go and secure those little burlap strips with hot glue or wire or something that people should do that's to secure things in. I don't know. Once all the burlap was attached with my hot glue gun, it is time to put on the head. Now it's really important that you attach your pipe cleaners or wire, whatever it is, at the bottom of his head, because you want his head to sit kind of high on the wreath. And just having pipe cleaners or just having wire isn't enough. You need to reinforce it so that doesn't pull right off. This is really easy to do. You can use a scrap piece of felt. I grab a piece of cardboard that I had laying here. That totally works. It's just adding some hot glue and pressing it down is going to make sure that pipe cleaner doesn't just pop off the back when you go to attach it to your wreath. Once you have your pipe cleaners or wires attached, just set the head where you think you want it, flip your wreath over, and of course attach it with the wire. I'm going to go ahead and just double secure it with a little bit of hot glue to make sure it stays in place. So I could do a burlap belt, but I think I'm going to go with a traditional black belt. So the dollar store, of course, and Dollarama and everywhere sells felt, so I feel like this belt's going to be a little bit too thick. Yeah. So what I am going to do is try it as evenly as possible. Cut this felt down the middle so I can make it about 2 inches thick for a belt for Santa Claus. And then we're going to squeeze him in. We're going to give Santa the equivalent of a Spanx here. I think I'm going to secure it here instead. Sorry, here on the sides. Let me drop it down for you. Drop it like it's hot. Hot glue there. Some hot glue and just wrapping it around the bar and burning myself. Alright, so he's looking pretty cute so far, but he needs a buckle. And I'm just gonna see if I can use some of this dollar store. It's I don't know, ribbon maybe it's called? Do we want a full buckle? No, we need some inside. Gone. Now this is a little blingier than I probably would have liked. Maybe some jute, is that what it's called? Maybe some, maybe something else would have been a better idea, but let's see if I can just cut this center out here. add a little bit of hot glue to the back. So now I'm terrified. Don't burn myself with the hot glue. Oh, success. Cute. And then of course we had these two little Dollar Tree, they're actually just ornaments, tree ornaments, Christmas tree ornaments. And I think I'm going to attach those like snug right in there, also on the belt. So he's got his little mittens holding his jolly belly there. So a little hot glue just to make sure everything's nice and secure, and this wreath is done, and it is so cute. It would make a great gift. Everything came from the Dollar Tree, and I am in love with the way it turned out. Now I'm going to show you how to make these adorable narwhal or unicorn ornaments for your tree, everything from the dollar store. You're going to want to start with the horn. So I just use natural modeling clay. I got this, of course, from the dollar store, and I'm going to roll it in between my hands till I get two sort of thin little strips, and then wrapping those two together to make a horn and cutting the bottom off. It's not perfect. It is what it is. I'm wrapping, I'm cutting, there you go. And once you have the horns the way you like them, then you're going to want to bake them in the oven at 250 degrees for just 15 minutes. While those dry, go ahead and grab your Dollar Tree ornaments. I also got some glitter from the Dollar Tree, but I also have some glitter that I just extra glitter because everyone needs a little glitter. So the first thing you're going to want to do is take the top off your Dollar Tree plastic ornament, and I'm using floor polish, not floor cleaner, floor polish. If you have a hard time finding this, liquid polyurethane will work as well. So you want to pour it in and really swoosh it around. This is going to act as your glue. It's really inexpensive. It's a really easy way to do this. But again, you cannot use cleaner. It has to be a polish or a polyurethane. Go ahead and empty it out once you have all the sides and everything really coated. I'm just emptying it out. I should have emptied it out a little bit better than that. Empty it out better than that. And then I'm going to go ahead and add the glitter of my choice. So for the narwhal, I am going to add blue, and then you just shake it like your mama made you. Is that how it goes? Shake it like a butter. I don't know. Anyways, you just shake it to completely coat the sides. So now that it's completely coated, we can get started decorating our narwhal. So I took the horns out, I gave them a quick coat of paint, and then I covered it with Mod Podge, and of course added glitter. You can paint them any color. You don't even have to paint them if you don't want to. You can either sprinkle or roll them in. And now we're gonna make the fins using some felt from the dollar store. I'm just eyeballing it here to cut a tail and some fins. They weren't even, but that's okay. A little bit of hot glue is all you need to attach two fins, one to either side, and a tail, and it's starting to take shape. Add some hot glue for the horn on the top, so cute. And then what I'm using is a marker. It's actually an oil paint marker. It's made by Sharpie. I got it from Michael's to draw on the eyes. And because it's oil, it's going to be permanent. It's not going to come off, but if you make a mistake, don't worry. Nail polish remover will take anything right off, and you can do it just as many times as you need to until you like it. I added some little bling, some pearls on the top. So cute. And the unicorn was made exactly the same way. Exactly the same horn technique, felt for it, and adding some embellishments. I love these. My kids had so much fun making them with me, and they look adorable on our tree. Our last quick DIY is this Snowman Candy Wrapper. You've probably seen these all over the place. So easy to make, and I have a free printable for you here, so you can print this off and make this at home. It's just over $1. What you're going to need is some child's mittens. You can even recycle ones that you have. I got these from the Dollar Tree. I got the scarf from the Dollar Tree, a little bit of yarn, some scissors, of course chocolate or candy of some sort. You need that. That's very important. And I am using a cutting tool. You don't need to use a cutting tool. You can just use scissors. So I double layered it, so I put an extra piece of paper underneath, and I'm cutting it to the size of the candy bar, and I'm just wrapping it like a gift, just wrapping it and using tape. Now it's time for the hat. So you fold the mitten so I make a little brim of the hat, and I'm tucking the thumb inside because we don't want the thumb. Just tuck the thumb inside your mitten and put it on top. It already looks so cute, like a little hat. And I'm going to just tie these up with some yarn so I can really secure his little top part. Taking some yarn, you just want to tie it tightly. And then after that, you just want to cut the little fingertips off to make an actual pom-pom on top of your little snowman. For his scarf, I'm using this Dollar Tree scarf and I'm cutting just over a foot in length, and it's about 1.5 inches wide. Really, there's no right or wrong here, so I'm cutting it off, and then I'm going to cut the little fringe off at the bottom and just tie it around his neck. You can use scrap fabric that you have, old clothes that you want to cut up. You can definitely recycle things that you already have. To make it look more like a scarf, I'm trimming the edges and then cutting up every, few centimeters or so, just so it has that little fringe look on the bottom like a real scarf. The end result is a really sweet gift for a teacher, for a neighbor, a gift card holder, or just because who doesn't want to have some chocolate dressed up as a snowman for Christmas? They are adorable. So thanks so much for watching. I hope you're feeling inspired, and don't forget to check out the link below to Fancy That With Candice. I am super excited to see the 3 DIYs that she created using dollar store things. So see you next time. Hey guys, thanks so much for those of you who have stayed to the end. So you probably noticed I haven't been uploading as much lately. I'm gonna tell you, I'm just gonna get real with you. I'm going through some things, and it's not even real things. It's like first world problems, stupid things, and I'm so blessed, and I have like this great life and everything's like great, and then one little thing will be like slightly annoying or stressful or not going well, and that's all I seem to be able to focus on. And I'm just like, everything's great over here, but look at this one little tiny annoying thing that I could probably deal with if I put my big girl pants on and actually like dealt with it. But instead I'm just gonna cry about it and lay in my bed and watch This Is Us and cry and just eat a lot of junk food. It's like, what the heck is wrong with me? I'm having a moment over here, and it's like it's lasting a while, and it's not healthy, and I need to just get out of it, and that's what I'm doing. So I'm telling you that I apologize for not making videos and for just being like crappy lately, and I've been super crappy. I'm not even like responding to comments. I'm not even just like, I'm just in my own zone, and the thing about that is like, it makes things worse. Like when something's crappy in my life and I ostrich, that's when I stick my head in the sand and pretend that everything's gonna just magically work out. Things just get worse. It's like when you're like, oh, I don't want to do the dishes, I'm just gonna leave the dishes, and then you come in and it's like, oh god, it's stuck on crusted things that's gonna take forever to scrub. Why didn't I just do it the first day instead of letting it go? That's like everything in life. Do you know what I mean? And I'm doing that with little tiny issues. I'm like, I'm letting it fester and become this huge thing, and it's ridiculous, and it's gonna stop. So I'm giving myself a stop it. Like, stop being a baby. You're a grown woman. Man up or whatever. Then put your pants on and do something about it. And it isn't even that big of a deal. And if you're not gonna do something about it, just move on. But Netflix isn't gonna solve your problems, Cass. Netflix isn't gonna Netflix and brownies isn't gonna make you feel better, babe. Though This Is Us is a very good show. Can I just say that? I'm like crying, don't die, Jack. Woo! Anyways, so I thought I'd share. I get in a funk. I mean, it's real life, and everybody gets in funks, and I'm up and down like a crazy roller coaster, and right now I happen to be down, and hopefully tomorrow I'm back up again, and if not, I'm gonna claw my way back out, because yeah, it's no fun. It's no fun wallowing in your self-pity and pity party. I don't even deserve the pity party because I have nothing to pity me over. So I'm snapping out of it. So I thought I'd share that with you in case you're feeling the same way sometimes. Wallowing and ignoring the problems and just trying to avoid it with other things, distractions, I promise you makes it worse. So let's put on our big girl pants and just be adults today. Let's do that together. I'll see you next time.